Hello, friends! Welcome back to Sing, Sign, and Stories with Miss Christy from the Clearview Library District. We like to sing songs and tell stories, but also learn some of the words in American Sign Language. Well, today we are sitting outside of my chicken coop. Here's the sign for chicken. You make the sign for bird, and then you pick the ground. Chicken. I have 4 chickens, and they are all females. They're called hens. And I have eggs here. 2 of my chickens lay green eggs, and 2 of my chickens lay brown eggs. Well, let's start with our hello song. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Well, since we're outside of my chicken coop, I thought it would be fun to do a farm animal story time today. So we're going to start with a rhyme. It's called Open Up the Barn Door. Open up the barn door, tra-la-la. There's a sheep inside saying ba-ba-ba. Okay, let's learn the sign for sheep. And it looks like you're shearing his wool. Sheep. Open up the barn door, it's a sunny day. There's a horse inside, and she is saying neigh. Here's the sign for horse. Stick out his ear or her ear. Open up the barn door as fast as you know how. There's a cat. There's a cat inside, and she is saying meow. Here's the sign for cat. Cat. Open up the barn door, keep it open now. There's a dog. We learned the sign for dog last time. It's like you're calling him. Dog. There's a dog inside, and he is saying bow wow. Open up the barn door, we have a lot to do. There's a cow. There's a cow inside, and she is saying moo. This is the sign for cow. Cow. Open up the barn door, quick as you can point. There's a pig inside, and she is saying oink. Here's the sign for a pig. And look who just decided to join us. This is my cat, Mojo. You came at the right time, kitty. Yay, good job. Okay, now we're going to read our story. It's called Cock-a-Doodle, Quack, Quack. It's by Ivor Badiel and Sophie Jubb, illustrated by Eiley Busby. And this is the story of a chicken, but this chicken is a rooster. A rooster is a boy chicken or a male chicken, and this is the sign for rooster. You just point it to your forehead, rooster. And this rooster is a baby rooster. Baby. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a baby rooster. It was his job to wake everybody up in the morning, but he didn't know how. He didn't know what to say. So he went to see the pigs. Can you sign that with me? Pig. Hello, pigs. It's my job to wake everybody up in the morning, but I don't know what to say. What do you say? Oink, oink, say the pigs. That's good, said baby rooster. I'll try that tomorrow. The next morning, as the sun was rising, the baby rooster took a deep breath, and at the top of his voice he said, Cock-a-Doodle, oink, oink. But nothing happened. Nobody woke up. So the baby rooster went to see the cows. Can you do the sign for cow with me? Hello, cows, he said. It's my job to wake everybody up in the morning, but I don't know what to say. What do you say? Moo, moo, said the cow. That's very good, said baby rooster. I'll try that tomorrow. The next morning, as the sun was rising, the baby rooster took a really deep breath, and at the top of his voice he said, Cock-a-Doodle, moo, moo. But nothing happened. Nobody woke up. So he went to see the ducks. This is the sign for duck. It looks like bird. This is bird. But duck, you do 2 fingers on the top. Show that he has a big bill, or she. Duck. So he went to see the ducks. He said, hello, ducky ducks. It's my job to wake everyone in the morning, but I don't know what to say. What do you say? Quack, quack, said the ducks. Oh, that's really good, said baby rooster. I'll try that tomorrow. So the next morning, just as the sun was rising, the baby rooster took a very deep breath and said, Cock-a-Doodle, quack, quack. But nothing happened. Nobody woke up. The baby rooster was very sad. What's the matter? Asked Cat. Baby rooster said nothing. Oh dear, said the cat. I can tell something's wrong. You'd better go see the wise old owl. He'll know what to do. Okay, let's find the sign for owl. This is the sign for owl. So baby rooster walked up to the huge barn where Owl lived. He knocked on the door. Come in, said Owl. Please, can you help me, said baby rooster. It's my job to wake everybody up in the morning, but I don't know what to say. The wise old owl smiled. My friend, tomorrow, as the sun is rising, go down to the farm gate and sit there quietly. Don't say anything, just listen, and you'll know exactly what to do. That night, baby rooster hardly slept at all. He was very puzzled. He still didn't know how he was going to wake everyone up. Do you see all the hens? These are all the hens. Well, there's our baby rooster, and the rest are all girls. There's their eggs. At last, the sun began to rise, and the baby rooster got up and walked down the lane. He stood on the farm gate and listened very carefully. It was very quiet. Baby rooster couldn't hear anything at all, but he remembered the wise old owl's words, and he listened again. Then the baby rooster heard a noise coming from the farm next door. He listened very, very carefully. He tried to copy the noise. Cock-a-doodle, noodle-noo. Nothing happened. No one woke up. He listened again, even more carefully. He took a deep breath. Cock-a-doodle, poodle-poo. Still nobody woke up. He listened as carefully and as quietly as he could. Took a deep breath. Cock-a-doodle-doo! And you know what happened? Everybody woke up. Can you guys say cock-a-doodle-doo with me? Cock-a-doodle-doo! This baby rooster knew how to wake everybody up. Cock-a-doodle-doo! He was so pleased and happy and so tired that he fell fast asleep. But he was up early again the next morning. The end! Very good! That was fun, wasn't it? Okay, now after playing with animals, or working on the farm, or even playing on the playground, we gotta wash our hands, don't we? Tops and bottoms, in between, in between. Scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em. Now they're clean. Are they clean? We better do it again. Tops and bottoms, nails and wrists, nails and wrists. Scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, till they're clean, squeaky clean. Good job! I had so much fun again today. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next time. Here's our goodbye song. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, friends. I'll see you next time.